This is the Kashcroe Radio Show. Now your hosts, Andre Russell and cohorts Shaquan and Darren.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 7 of the Kashcroe Radio Show, your hub for all things video game entertainment. And today we're going to talk about what's going on at EVO, also the new update for Cyberpunk 2077. So let's just jump into our show. Back with me today, I got my co-hosts Shaquan and Darren. What's going on, fellas? How's it going?
Yep. What's up, y'all? What's up?
Chilling.
Yeah, you know, the gang's all back together. You guys have been out for a while.
You guys, I was here last time.
Well, you were here last week, but whatever.
Yeah, I was out, I was like, you know what?
You were out getting your freak on.
For my birthday, I'm going to just take the whole month.
We have, we treat our employees well over here.
You know, we give them vacation time and,
so, let's give time for himself.
That's all.
Yeah, so we're just going to jump into the show, fellas. I wanted to talk to you guys about EVO, actually. There's some news that came up about EVO, but let's just talk about what are you guys looking to see in EVO?
Hold on, y'all. 1 second. I'm so sorry.
All good.
Miss, I didn't want to wait. Close the door, please. Thank you for the food. Oh my goodness, bro.
You know I'm gonna use that for a clip, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
we gotta keep that.
We're gonna keep that.
Yeah, you can keep it. It's okay.
All right. Back to the EVO thing, right? What do you guys looking to see at EVO? What's a game you guys want to see at EVO?
Probably the new King of Fighters.
Yeah.
I feel like that just makes sense. As difficult as that fucking game is to play, I feel like it just makes sense for it to be there.
Bro, I suck at fighting games in general, but I really like fighters. Although people kind of look at fighters like it's like a fucking normie fighting game or whatever, because it has auto combos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like once you watch competitive people play, it's like a completely different.
Oh, it looks
game.
way sexy.
That's every game, bro. I feel like that's every fighting game.
So, and I don't think it was at EVO last year, if I'm not mistaken. So I would definitely love to see that. Guilty Gear Strive, gotta be there.
I feel like I need to take up a dedicated fighter. I don't have a dedicated fighter.
Yeah, because
currently.
you used to shout out to Tyrone. Tyrone, watches this every week. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
You need to start shouting out our viewership.
Yeah. Shout out the supporters,
so
yo.
Definitely, for real.
But yeah, I remember you, Tyrone. Every weekend we playing along with Call of Duty and everything like that. We'll be playing fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Bro, religiously. And we kept pushing each other in that game, bro. When I told you Darren, you wouldn't understand, bro. We were super competitive in that game.
Bro, it was a thing where when they just started playing, it was okay, cool. I could play. I'm gonna use Zero. I'm gonna use this, and I could mash buttons and figure it out as I go along.
Right.
I might get a kill here and there to the point where it's I wasn't even touching anybody. I was might as well put the fucking controller down.
Yeah, bro.
That's how it be.
Bro, we had a one combo, a whole life bar combo. Once we catch you in that combo,
touch of death.
It's over. My main characters were, because it's a 3v3, right?
Right.
So my main character was Wolverine, Super Skrull, and Iron Fist. Bro, people used to dog on Iron Fist so much in that game because Iron Fist, I'd say he's difficult to use. People think he's a basic character, but he's not. He's very intricate. So you kind of have to practice with that character. But bro, when I got that down, I remember I went to a tournament one time, right? And I was late for the tournament. I was supposed to go there to compete.
Right.
And I got there, the tournament was over, but the winner was there and everybody was kind of celebrating and whatever. So I was like, yo, let's play. And he's like, all right, cool. So he thought he was just gonna come school me. Bro, I tell you, it was it felt like that was the final fight in the tournament, bro. People were surrounding us at one point because it's yo, who is this dude?
Right.
This guy just came in just he won. He won, but he didn't win that easily, bro.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you that right now. To the point where the guy actually came over, a bunch of people started to come over and take my number like a chick, bro. I swear to God. Dudes were asking me for my number, bro.
That's how I was with Naruto.
He's like, hey man, you come here often, like
Bro. Because Iron Fist was like a super dope. He was one of my favorite characters because I know a lot of people don't use him. One and two, they might not know how to repel his attacks because they don't really see people use him. So it's kind of like a foreign character.
Yeah.
So that's why I liked him as an opponent.
It's the same wavelength because when I played Naruto, this is my guy. Shout out to Sue because she paints these and they're amazing. Shout out to Sue.
Instagram.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, she makes these like little like panels and she made one for me. It's my favorite character, Naruto. So
fucking sucks.
That's no one uses him.
Another podcast, but fuck that nigga.
No one uses him, and like I started picking him up, and then like it was a rotation of like, okay, he can do this, and no one uses him, so it's just it feels like it's just my character. So every time I'm fighting somebody, they're using something different, but I'm like, okay, I could do this. You didn't know I could do this because I don't fuck with Danzo like that. And
does Naruto usually? Do people usually play Storm at EVO?
Yeah, they had it one year, and Storm had its own tournament in Paris one year, but it's always one of those games that kind of falls short. So it's never really at like the popular events and stuff like that, unfortunately.
It's not as technical as the other games, but that I could definitely see that like having like a competitive community and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That said, also as you bring up Storm, Demon Slayer, the Demon Slayer game is like
literally Baby Storm. Literally Baby Storm. That's why I was thinking about getting it.
Yeah, it really does look good. It really does look good. I think that's a really fucking good game, So if they
Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
You watch
it looks cool.
No, I have to look that up.
Oh yeah, so it's an anime. It's like it's probably the most popular anime out right now.
Probably most likely currently.
Yes, it is. I hear a lot of people, even people who are not anime fans, are talking about damn Demon Slayer,
that's like
bro.
That's like the new.
I see what you're. But this guy has like a tattoo on his forehead or the side of his face.
Yeah, he got like a Todoroki burn on his forehead. Yeah. Shout out to my enemy.
Yeah, it's a fucking giant birthmark. But yeah, it's been doing well in terms of just like films and stuff like that. So they made a battle royale. I mean, not battle royale.
Bro,
a Ninja Storm like type of game. So and this is a lot. It's a big increase of like anime fighting games.
Definitely.
And people are even asking like, yo, what is the next? Because I think Cyberpunk 2.
They're milking that. They got anime games on lock.
They're the best when it comes to like anime type fighting games and stuff
easily.
Like that. Whether it be adventure, whether just like their cutscenes, or they're the people that made So I didn't know that till the other day, but they're the people that made Astro's Wrath.
Yes, sir.
They did that as well, and I think they have an announcement this month because they said that they were going to announce that the next anime game that they're working on, and people were like clamoring about that.
I need it to be Naruto.
Yeah, people were thinking, it could be like a Naruto-esque fighters or something.
It'd just be a Boruto game, honestly. I'm fine with that.
Maybe that's because they have already done. Have they ever done a Boruto game?
No, they have, but that's just trash. To be honest.
We have Road to Boruto, which is basically fucking Storm.
Yeah, it's like an opening DLC for Storm, basically.
But that was like when Boruto just started, and then you have what's this shit? Shinobi Strikers, which is like
doesn't count.
I don't even know what genre that is that you call it, like an arena.
I'm tired of studios just going in there and going, you know what? You know what'll be fire, and just coming out with hot garbage. You gotta stop wasting people's time like that.
Speaking of fighting games, you know what game I saw that really caught my eye, bro? It's a League of Legends fighting game. That looks insane, bro.
I don't know nothing about that.
I don't remember what it's
I don't
called.
think it has an actual name. It was like a project name that they had for it.
But it's a League of Legends game, bro.
There's a League of...
And I think it's a 2v2. So it gave me a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom vibes, bro. So when I saw that, I was like,
Shit, it's like that Tekken Tag tournament.
Yeah.
Even that, you could use it. Project L is what it's called.
Project L.
So it's been confirmed, but it hasn't actually like dropped. I don't know if it has.
I don't know. It's not coming out until like next year. I don't think it's coming out anytime this year because they're
Yeah,
still working on it.
but
It's still being developed.
It looks beautiful. It looks
Yeah, bro.
absolutely beautiful.
It looks like an awesome game.
It's not the same people that. No, it's a different studio.
It's a different studio. I think
Really?
it's the same-
Okay.
I think it's the same studio that makes Guilty Gear as well. I'm not
That's what
sure.
I was asking. I don't know.
could
I don't know if it's that. It's Arxis.
Is it Arcus? Is it?
That Arxis is the people that make like Fighters and Guilty Gear and stuff like that. But I don't know if it's the same people.
I'm not sure. I'm just saying.
The website's loading, so you know.
But the game looks insane. Darren, you need to check that out.
Nah, I'm gonna definitely have to. I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, but
Is it coming to console?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
There and then like that genre of like not Tekken. I mean Tekken is up there as well. Tekken is Street Fighter, but like the 2D more so characters like that. Always love to see people like play. It's so
Bro, I love spectacle fighting. You call those spectacle fighting games. That's what I call it. So
Right.
like Marvel vs. Capcom, like whenever like things are happening and it's just like a dynamic screen, like a bunch of things are happening when
like
you
Blaze
do
Blue.
move or stuff. Exactly.
Yes.
I
Love
love
Blaze
stuff
Blue.
like that. I love stuff like that.
But yeah, so Project L is being developed by the co-founder of EVO, actually, Tom Cannon, and he
Oh, shit.
like from what it appears, I guess is going the same route as Fighters, where it's easy to pick up,
Mm-hmm.
but like if you really master the character, like you have no chance of fighting somebody who's like actually really good at it, but it's like you still have a fighting chance against somebody who's like around your level. So it's
Okay.
like, you know, it's easy to pick up, hard to master type of thing, which I think is a good balance.
All right.
Some people might not be happy with that because some people really love the, oh, hey, like if you're not good at fighting games, that you just can't play this game.
Right.
Like you have like, but there's purists in every, like, whatever the case may be, any type of art, any type of media, there's going to be that. So I think that would be interesting. It looks really good. It looks super fucking pretty.
Yeah, it looks almost cell shaded.
Yeah, and you already know how I feel about cell shaded shit. I think it definitely is cell shaded. You know, the whole 2.5D,
Mhm.
which I think Guilty Gear Strive also has, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so yeah, since we're on that right now, yeah, we're talking about games that we're looking to see at EVO. You know, what's not gonna be there? Smash.
Boy, I don't know, because it's like Smash is a very unique game, and it's to the point where if somebody makes a game that looks like Smash,
Mm-hmm.
you're automatically gonna compare it to Smash.
Exactly.
Look at that new DC game or Warner Brothers game, whatever it is.
Yeah, the little
Yeah,
multiverse joint.
multiverses or like
Yes, multiverses.
I would love for there to be like another game that could like challenge Smash,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just worried. Not even worried. I just feel like these
Nickelodeon has one too.
yeah.
Yeah, they do.
You know that one? What was it called? Nickelodeon All Stars?
No idea.
Yeah.
I just know they
I
kept
think
trying to
that's
get me
what
to
it's
buy
called.
it.
Yeah, I'd play it. I don't care.
just-
I would play that.
I would play it if it was good.
I don't know if
feel
it's
like,
good. I
bro,
don't know if it's good.
Bro, the game does not have sound effects.
You're lying.
They launched the game with no sound effects. Like the characters are fighting each other, and like, say you're using SpongeBob, like you would expect, like, yo, if I kill somebody with SpongeBob like fucking like laughs or something like that.
No SpongeBob laugh. No nothing.
There's none of the characters have voice lines. Who the fuck made that decision? Who the fuck was like, yes, this empty ass fucking
Nah, they definitely fired
yo, that
all
don't make
those
no-
dude.
bro? Like,
You think so? Nah.
Easily.
bro?
Yeah.
It was like you gotta go.
Unless that was a cash grab, bro. And you
That's
know
what it
what?
seems like.
It probably
It's like-
would. It probably was because they know kids probably don't care.
My
Nah.
thing is,
They don't. They just
Like,
want to see their characters on screen.
my thing is,
That's it.
cool. Yes, it's a cash grab.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you have to do to make a cash grab be successful? Be fucking good for people to pay for it. People don't want to pay for it. Nobody wants to play that game.
I didn't
No.
know that. I didn't know that. I did not know any of that, bro.
But when the trailer was there, people were like, "Yo, I actually might. I would like just for the novelty of it. Like,
Mhm.
we'd definitely play it. And if you like, you catch people with the novelty. Fuck that. That's crazy. Okay, my fault.
You
catch
talk, you,
people
you,
with the-
you talking ill about Nickelodeon. That's why that
Right.
happened.
That's
what
my
happened.
fault. But people love like the novelty of things. Like, oh, I'll play it just as a joke. You might look at it like, oh, this is But if you imagine somebody buys it as a fucking joke, they're like, cool, I'm gonna get a couple streams off of this. I'm gonna make some content out of this. And the game's actually good.
Right.
It's gonna draw people into like, and then that's
like
where
Rubber
the money,
Bandits.
bro. Rubber Bandits is more like, I don't think they're not even the same genre, really.
No, it's not. I just brought it up because it's just like what you said about it might being gimmicky and people, just played for the
right. But like, what the reason why I bring that up though is because Smash, like, is like as much as Smash is full of like cartoony like video game characters.
What the hell, bro?
Good job.
Can you stop?
Real
Can you
professional.
stop? You're embarrassing me.
Right.
You keep talking shit.
I'm not. I'm really not. But yeah, it's full of these cartoony characters. But it's very technical. Like if you're playing against somebody that really knows how to play Smash, like you're not winning. Like there's nothing. Like you can button mash from now till whenever the fuck. You're not winning that match. So when you have like these games that are trying, like they're getting the surface level where they're like, okay, we have a bunch of characters from a bunch of different properties, and they're on a platform and they can fall off the platform. That's not what makes Smash
at all.
So those games can't replace it because it's like they're missing that thing. So it's like it makes me upset because it's like the people who have Warner Brothers, bro. You know how much money Warner Brothers has, bro. If Warner Brothers sits down and they're like, yo, we actually want to challenge Smash and we want to put time and effort into it, they could do that.
Right.
They could actually do that. And it doesn't seem like they're good. Like if they're going to follow what Nickelodeon is doing, I don't feel like they're actually they're just trying to, let's like see if we can make money back really fast.
Do you think that would take away from Mortal Kombat if WB decided to work on a game like Smash?
I don't think so. I feel like they have enough money
they have more than enough money
to split
like
their studios.
Those things don't even like they're not even remotely in the same ballpark in terms of like, yo, they can make a team to make that game and then have a team to make fucking.
Remember, Mortal Kombat
have
is
a team to make Injustice. Whatever the fuck, they can do whatever they fucking want.
That's what I was about to say. NetherRealm is the one that makes the fighting games. So like, Mortal Kombat and Injustice. Those are the two main games from NetherRealm. That's what they push out every. Matter of fact, have we seen a Mortal Kombat this year?
No.
I think they said they're making another one.
Did we see any last year? I feel like that last year was probably.
Wasn't last year just that DLC upgrade for the?
So that's all.
Story?
That's all we got for Mortal Kombat last year.
That's basically it.
Because I remember Mortal Kombat would be every other year.
Right.
Last year was supposed to be the year we got a new one, right?
Yeah.
Or an Injustice. Was last year for Injustice?
No, Injustice is way before Mortal. That DLC that Mortal Kombat had came after Injustice 2, way after.
No, I know. What I was saying is like because it's every other year, what they do, they alternate between them. So it's like a Mortal Kombat this year, next year Injustice. Mortal Kombat, Injustice. That's what they do.
You gotta remember, people are still like, especially like dev studios. Are still like in the pandemic mode because
right.
Let's be honest, we're still in a fucking pandemic. We're gonna be in a pandemic for a little while, but people are now just kind of adjusting to what working during a pandemic looks like. So that's why like in the first couple like months or even year of the pandemic, we get like shitty ass games that just like people are just like, yeah, we need to make money now because nobody's making any money.
Right.
Like, now people are kind of like more stabilized, like they're learning what it means to like work from home and stuff like that as far as game dev is concerned, because usually it's just like a bunch of sweaty ass people in a fucking room for however the fuck long until they make a deadline. They meet a deadline. So I'm okay with waiting for, like I said, same thing with like we was talking about Call of Duty last week, where I can wait a year for another Call of Duty.
Absolutely.
And with the Mortal Kombat that we've had, like the same thing that they were doing with like Smash, with we're adding a new character every now and then, and them adding a character in itself becomes its own big event. They were doing that for Mortal Kombat for a while. So people were like, "Yo, who's gonna like?" I remember people were excited when I
love when they do things like that, where it's not even a new game, but we are just as hyped just for to add a singular character to the game. I love shit like that.
Yeah, it's really great. So they were working on that for a while, but I think they did announce that they're not. I think it might have been last year. They did announce that they're not making any more DLC for it, which means I would assume that we're gonna get a new one this year.
Probably next in the story mode or whatever.
yo, not to go on a rant or a tangent, but just like I just really want to say, yo, NetherRealm, why the fuck why are y'all hoeing Noob Saibot like this, bro? Like it's been three games back to back where Noob Saibot has not done anything of any type of significance, bro. You know who Noob Saibot is? That is the original Sub-Zero, bro. Like there's so much he could do. I'm tired of and I don't be playing Mortal Kombat like that, but I'll be watching like the YouTube of like the campaign.
Yeah.
And bro, he'll just like show up on screen and be like, I'm gonna kill you, and then gets his ass whooped for like 30 minutes straight, and it's just like people just go on like it's nothing.
Effect of Mortal Kombat, period. Like we decided to download Mortal Kombat not too long ago, and it felt like I was moving in slow motion while trying to fight, and I was like, I don't think this is for me anymore, so I'm gonna just stop playing.
And it goes back to like how I feel about like fighters. We downloaded Fighters, and it's like, yo, you can just pick it up and fucking mash some buttons. Right. If you're playing against somebody else that also doesn't know how to play the game,
it's the same thing.
That's fine. You can mash buttons. You can probably go online and get a couple hits in by just mashing buttons. If you're playing someone who's like well above your like skill level, then sure, you know, you're not gonna do that, but that's to be expected. But if you're playing somebody that's like around it or a little bit above, maybe just a little bit even above that, you can get some hits in. Mortal Kombat, you don't know what you're doing. Oh my God, you're not getting it.
Everybody, you know what's faster than you.
Yeah, but you know what I'm thinking about too? Think about Ultimate 3, right? Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Remember how extreme that was? Yeah, I kind of want Mortal Kombat to go back to some kind of level like that. Because I like the fast-paced fighting games.
Definitely.
I love the fast-paced fighting.
Absolutely.
So that's interesting because what you could do with that is like, because remember they had like a Street Legends. What was it? I mean, I said Street Legends. What the fuck is Street Legends? Street Fighter. Street Fighter, what, Turbo?
Yeah.
It was? Where the game itself is just like way
faster.
It's faster paced than like the original shit was. So they could do that, like have like a spin-off.
Yeah.
So you just have regular Mortal Kombat and then have like a
Mortal Kombat Turbo.
MK Turbo. Listen.
Because I feel like I was moving a whole lot faster and like Judgment, Deceptions, and shit like that. So
because those are more friendly, like beginner friendly games. I feel like
not only that, it's the direction that Mortal Kombat is headed. Right. So it's more like it almost feels like a simulation in a sense.
But also, I think
like hyper realistic.
I think that when people realize that you can foster a community, like a fighting game community, like if you can get them to rally around a game, it'll extend the lifespan of that game. So you start making these games that are catered towards the more hardcore fighters,
the more intricate fighting games.
Yeah, because you know that people can like at least they might have like a game that's in their rotation or something like that. But like for say like a casual gamer, like say me and Darren, like we'll play it for a little bit and then put it down because we're getting frustrated because we're not winning, and then go play something else. Whereas someone who's really into like say Marvel vs. Capcom, we haven't had a Marvel vs. Capcom in so fucking long. So they gotta go back to a Mortal Kombat and be like, cool, you know what I mean?
And Infinite does not count as a Marvel vs. Capcom. No. It's not.
Hell no. I don't even know what you're talking about.
What are we talking about again?
What are we talking about? What is
that's
that?
Like saying
Halo Infinite? Is that like, what you're talking about?
Dragon Ball. What's that shit called? Ultimate Tenkaichi? That shit don't count either.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Some shit don't count, bro.
Yo, Dragon Ball Tenkaichi.
Bro, Budokai Tenkaichi 3?
Bro.
Oh my God. Yo, shout out to Ellis. Shout out to Ellis. My best friend Ellis. Me and him used to spend so much. So back in Jamaica.
People don't know.
Shout out to Uncle Neville. Back in Jamaica, we had like this guy in our community, Uncle Neville, who would buy video games and have like a bunch of different consoles, and you'd go there and you'd pay money to play these video games. When I say the amount of lunch money that I have sunk into playing Budokai Tenkaichi 3 with my best friend Ellis, it was to the point where people would come there to try and fight us, basically, like on Tenkaichi 3. If it wasn't Tenkaichi, it was fucking San Andreas, Burnout Revenge, like, you know, those are the days. But like
all
that's
types,
but that specific game.
So that's the gag for the rest of the show, bro. Like for the rest of this episode, that's gonna be a gag.
Right.
Well,
that's the third one. I'm gonna put a counter on it. Let's see how far he's gonna go, Darren. Let's put a counter on it.
Yeah, like Tenkaichi 3. I would love to see even like, yo, Fighters is cool. I fucking love Fighters. I think Fighters is objectively the best Dragon Ball fighting.
Oh yeah.
But
it's the quintessential Dragon Ball Z fighting game.
And Xenoverse is cool and all, but I think a Tenkai, like a return to like a old school, like a Tenkaichi type of thing. You could,
that'd be crazy.
Remember, they had actual button combos that you had to press.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yo, I had people like travel, like in Jamaica. I had people coming from like far and wide to fight me in games like those, like Marvel vs. Capcom, Mortal Kombat, Dragon Ball Z, bro. I had like a guy come from Montego Bay, bro.
Yeah.
We live in a small town called Linstead. Darren, you don't know, but you about to get school. So that's like what, an hour and a half away?
Right.
This guy traveled an hour and a half to fight me.
Nah, he's wild.
In Marvel vs. Capcom. And he wasn't the only one. He came with a clique, bro.
Oh,
a pack.
man.
Things like that are so fucking cool. Yo, you remember, he had, I don't remember which Dragon Ball it was, but you had something for the GameCube.
It was Budokai, bro.
I don't remember which one. I know it was a Budokai, but I don't remember.
I think it was was it Tenkaichi?
It wasn't Tenkaichi. But regardless, the point of the matter is, he did not have a fucking for the second controller on the GameCube. The rubber pad fell off.
Yeah. And you know the you know that part that you have to like Jesus,
so
bro.
The rubber part. Wait, let me tell the story.
That's exactly what it's like.
The rubber part of the fucking thing fell off for like some unrelated reason, right? So the part that the analog has on it, right, was jagged, right?
Bro.
So on a normal video game, whatever, you can operate around that. For Dragon Ball Z, when you do like the beam clashes, beam struggles and shit like that, and I, to this day, I feel like I have like, out of everybody I know, I'm the best when it comes to like spit. Like, you could beat me in combos, you could beat me, but you're not beating me and spinning that fucking analog stick. My fucking brain, I went stupid for like a second. I forgot that the shit was jagged and start spinning this shit out, bro. I had a hole in the palm of my hand, bro. And he's panicking because I'm at his house for the weekend. His mother's like not home yet. He's like, oh shit, we gotta put alcohol on it, bro. I'll never forget. This man put the fucking the mouth of the alcohol bottle, and was like, it's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt. And just you're a fucking asshole.
No fucking way.
Yo, bro, but I was walking around with a hole in my hand for like a couple weeks, actually.
Yo, that's the only game I feel like we've ever gotten any kind of like injuries from because of stuff like that, bro.
Yeah. It's to the point where I was playing Super Smash Brothers, not Smash Brothers. I'm like Mario Party, and then in like the Nintendo 64 one, you have a bunch of mini games where you spin the analog sticks.
Yeah.
In the new ones, they specifically tell you, hey, don't use the middle of your hand. Use your thumb.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's not the same. Like, you're not gonna get the same amount of rotation. So I don't listen to that. But every time I do it, I remember that fucking injury, big ass hole in the middle of my hand.
Yeah. Games definitely can cause pain. That's for sure.
But to this day, I would go and fight some. I'll go to a fighting game tournament and play Tenkaichi 3.
Absolutely.
If people decided they wanted to put that in EVO, I'm on the first flight.
Naruto,
first flight there.
Tenkaichi, and Smash Brothers. Those are my three like games. I'm okay. Like, I'm confident I can do decent work in.
Okay. All right. Let's switch the conversation to Cyberpunk, right? So they just dropped a new update. What do you guys think about the new update? Have you guys played it yet?
Yes.
No, sir. I have not.
You have, Darren? What do you think about it?
I love it.
Yeah?
It's everything that we literally wanted from the beginning.
You did day one, so
you pre-ordered.
You are invested.
I'm glad that you're
you're getting your just due.
Like a whole year later, you're getting your money's worth.
A whole bro. Like, if it wasn't for, because I was like, you know what? There's so much hype around this game. So I go to GameStop and she's like, oh, do you want to use your coupons? I'm used to like the $5 off coupon, and I'm like, no, $55, whatever, fuck it, I'll just do it. And she goes, no, you have an end of the year, you have a $5 and you have an end of the year $30 coupon. And I'm like, okay, so if I can get Cyberpunk whatever edition for like $30, why not? I go home, bump it in my PS4. I'm hearing everyone talk about the issues, but I'm ignoring them. I'm like, nah, ain't no way. My experience about to be fire. You're not about to. put it in the game, download it. I think I'm talking to Shaq and them as I'm downloading it. So I'm just sitting there like, I'm hype. I play it. So whatever, I put the headset down because I want to focus on the game. Create my character, put the details in. And I start playing and I'm just like, yo, like this whole like building's missing. Like I'm like there's a quest, but the building that I have to walk in looks like, like a PS1, like a door basically. So there's nothing to walk in. So I watch the character that I'm following. He'll walk in. But when I walk in behind him, it's just a wall there with like low resolution graphics. And I'm just like,
what?
I've reloaded it. I've tried everything I could to finish it and it just wouldn't work. This time, everything's just flowing. Is it too late? Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's the question I was about to ask you guys. Like, do you think it's too late for them to like, get back on the horse?
I think if they drop a DLC,
yeah, exactly what I was going to think. If they,
but it would have to be a sizable like content DLC.
Right.
It can't just be like, oh, you got a new gun or you got a new like. It has to be
It's like a new story.
Yeah,
like a whole like an add-on.
Because I feel like people forgot Witcher had issues too back in the day.
Absolutely.
Witcher had issues,
especially
and
on PC.
It's now one of the best open world games.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, even to this day, people still have like issues with like the fighting system on Witcher. So Witcher is not perfect, and we weren't expecting Cyberpunk to be perfect. But I feel like
just an actual functioning game,
right? So if the game that we have now was dropped at release, it probably would have met the hype. Because
definitely.
But the thing with Cyberpunk though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how like bad the launch was, I personally didn't feel like it was gonna live up to the hype because of just the nature of gamers and just like
there was too much hype,
too much. So when you do something like that, it's like people are gonna start nitpicking, but then they actually had issues, like real issues.
Right. And don't forget the delays. It was multiple delays.
Yeah, it was just.
You know why I don't blame them with the delays? I feel like that was tied to the pandemic, right? And
True.
Which is why I thought they should have just like, hey, we need another year.
Yeah, and that's fine. Let us know that.
Because look, if they had taken that year, this year is when they would have dropped.
Right.
When did they drop that patch again?
This year.
Last week. So you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, this would have been the launch, and it would have been in good company.
Bro, it would have been a very stacked month. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Well, we in March now, but
yeah.
February was a very, very, very like
very busy.
stacked.
Like I haven't played half of the games that I have on the list.
Yeah, not at all.
I have them all, and I have not played them.
You have Elden Ring?
I don't have Elden Ring.
Okay,
I take that back.
I was
are you gonna get Elden Ring?
I don't know. Like,
what about you,
man?
Listen, I'm not a masochist, guys. I'm not.
I mean, you have Sifu, so it's like it's
Sifu.
It's still in the same
realm
of. Like,
I don't think so.
We're not gonna.
I don't think so.
I
don't think so.
Listen, I've seen people play Sifu and like look like they about to throw their fucking controller into.
No. I've gotten there. Trust me, I've gotten there. But
I feel
like if you apply yourself, you could really do well in a Souls game.
But think about it, bro. It's an open world game, and you just said something to me about a fucking crow,
bro,
with sword for claws.
Yeah, I follow
that can kill you in 2 swipes, bro.
I was following a streamer. I follow a streamer, Saving the Bees on Twitch, and I'll drop in and out every now and then. But I want to see Elden Ring in action because, like, from they were saying like, yo, George R. Martin was helping out with it and stuff like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was very interested because I was a big fan of Game of Thrones, so I was like thinking, oh, it might be like a more Game of Thrones-esque thing, but it really does look like a Dark Souls game, like a more fleshed out, more like well thought out world for a Dark Souls game. Was. Right, so it's like but it just works with that high fantasy. The story is there and everything, but the gameplay, I don't know what about that development made me feel like it was gonna be less Soulsy in a sense, but it's still very much a fucking Dark Souls game. Like,
but I heard it's not as difficult as a Dark Souls.
Fam, I don't know about that, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know because it still
gate.
has all the shitty like you walk around a corner and somebody's literally like waiting behind the corner to fucking for you. To just stab you in the side.
What?
Like, bro, it's like there are corridors. Like you'll go through a place where it's like traps and like bosses that you creep around and da. You think you're in the safe, like you're in the clear, and you go through a door. You can't go anywhere else but go through that door. And there's like an enemy literally behind, like on the side of the door, waiting to fucking prank you and stab you. And it's like it's not like they're doing like a little bit of damage. They literally will half your fucking health or some shit like that.
More less than half is going, bro. Like more than half is going. That's crazy.
That was in Dark Souls, and it's back in this shit.
You know why I really wanted it though? I have a friend that wanted us to get it because of the co-op aspects. But based on what you're saying, Shaquan, you told me that it's just like Dark Souls.
It's just like Dark Souls, where you have to summon like somebody, and like people can. When you do that, I think when you summon somebody, it also opens you up to invasion as well. So like we're playing the game, like another player can come into our room and just like try to kill us. But if I could be.
Why does that game have to be like that though,
bro? And,
that's insane.
And if I summon you, it's an item that I have to use. So I have to. It's not like I can just go online and be like, "Hey, matchmaking" or something like that. Like I have.
My God, bro! Like
I put a password.
I don't know why it's so difficult.
It ain't that deep though,
bro. It was just. And if you die, I have to do it again.
You know what it is? But the thing is, people actually like that shit.
Absolutely.
Bro. I mean, I don't think people are going into. I'm not aware of anybody who goes into Dark Souls with the express intent to play it as a co-op game, or like we're not really looking to it with the multiplayer in mind. So it's more like hey, if you want to do this, you can do this. But because I feel like it could be so much easier than that.
Souls games are literally like content, like gold mines. Honestly, every time a Souls drop, it's like you looking for your favorite YouTubers drop because you want to see them rage. As bad as that sounds,
it's like a super
struggle.
It's like a super difficult Oblivion, bro.
And Dark Souls has like a really rich lore, and like people. That's like secondary to like, or it seems to be secondary to watching people fucking rage on it and stuff like that. I think the lore is more
it's just
prevalent for this one, but the rage is still there. That's still the like everything I've seen of Elden Ring is like, besides it getting like 10, hey, it's been 10 out of 10. It's like
I want to talk to you guys about that 10 out of 10 thing later on too. So
yeah, but besides that being said, like what most of the content I'm seeing is like people fucking getting killed in like the most ridiculous way, and it's hilarious. I'm not
uninstalling, bro.
But it's hilarious to see other people go through it.
I'm an uninstaller, so I don't know.
Oh, he's definitely. I feel like if you had a CD, you definitely like eject it and throw it out a fucking window.
Oh, you remember was that that movie Shaquan?
Oh man,
Beverly Hills Most Wanted.
Oh yeah.
When he sent the demo tape to was that Big Boy? Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Yes. See, that's what number 4.
Ding 4. Darren, you missed it.
Oh, it happened again?
Yes,
that's
4.
Crazy.
Oh man, but yeah, you definitely you give me the vibe that you would throw a CD into a wall. So it's probably good we have like digital downloads and shit now.
I'm glad I got my S because it saves a lot of trouble.
I don't know, bro. Maybe let me ask you guys a question. You think it's a well-deserved 10 then?
I haven't seen enough of it for me to give like my own personal opinion, but I don't see a reason why. Like, because I feel like people are more eager nowadays to shit on something than they are to give it praise. Right. So I'm more inclined, if I see like something get a 10, I'm more inclined to believe that it might have deserved that. Yeah. Because I think there would be more, if we're talking about like doing something for shock value or to get like a bunch of clicks on your like website, I feel like you'd get a lot more if you came out and said, I hate Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring is a 5. It's overrated. Like, I feel like that would be more likely to be the scenario than to say, oh, I genuinely really like this game. So I'm more inclined to believe that it's probably deserved. From
What?
what I've seen, it looks really good. Like what I look for in games like this, even if I'm not playing it, is like the design of the boss, the design of the world, like what's the lore like, and from those aspects, from the little that I've seen, like all of the like I told you earlier before, there's like a crow or something like that has like, I don't know if it's holding two swords in each fucking claw, or its claws are the swords. But just seeing that, I was like, yo, this is kind of fucking crazy. I seen like there was like, I forgot who
their bosses are always on the top though. I love their bosses,
bro.
Always.
But not even just the bosses, like even like regular like people that you'll see out in like the open world, like are like, there's like these zombies that look like, oh fuck these zombies, they're like made out of fucking skin and bone. You go and attack them and they start windmilling their hands
in unison.
What?
You know, all three of them, it was like like they're breakdancing. It was like three of them and started windmill. It's a video, I'm gonna show you
together. They're in unison,
bro, windmilling their hands, and like they just eviscerated the fucking person that was playing it. So like in terms of that, like it's so very rich in that. And I hear a lot of people talk about the open world, and I haven't really delved into that aspect yet, but it looks really, really, really good. Really good.
I feel like with 10s, they're not like given out as often, like Shaq was saying, basically. Like 10s that come to my mind.
Yeah.
Last of Us. Well-deserved 10. Metal Gear Solid 4, well-deserved 10.
The first one or the second one you're talking about?
Oh, first one.
Oh, okay.
Second one, I love the second one too, but the first one was well-deserved 10. GTA 5, as much as I hate online, story mode wise, you know, well-deserved 10. So I feel like, you know, even though like times have changed, I feel like what makes me want to see, like when someone gives something a 10 or something like that, it makes me want to like dive into the game more, like whether I buy it or not, but it makes me want to see like the aspects, the gameplay, the voice act, and how this works, how that works. Because why did you give it a 10? You know what I mean? That's a bold statement.
So so brings my next question, right? So Elden Rings had a few like errors, or I guess you could say bugs, right? So with that being said, what makes it different from Cyberpunk?
Well, Cyberpunk was fucking unplayable.
Well, then again, we know that.
Unplayable.
Right. I mean,
for like a good while, Cyberpunk was like a legitimate, like, yo, PlayStation pulled it from their thing.
Oh yeah. Store.
Oh yeah.
So, and I feel like there hasn't been next to anywhere near that type of like bug in Elden Ring.
No, I get that, but like with even though it's like a minor bug,
what do you 10?
You still think it deserves a 10?
Yeah.
Even with the bugs?
Yeah, because
if it's like a bug that's like, yo, it's a part of the game now.
It's unplayable.
It's unplayable. Not even say unplayable, but but legitimately makes the game like just worse for being a part of it. Then sure. But if it's something that could be smoothed out and like the game is great despite that,
right?
Then sure, I think it would be.
You know what? I'm thinking about older games too, and like a lot of places what I see when they're rating, even they add that to their ratings as saying, hey, this bug or whatever, there's like minor pop-ins or whatever. They talk about these things that are on the game. It doesn't make the game worse. It's just a fact. These are just elements in the game, and they actually put it up as a tally to mark down its ratings. So that's why that's the reason why I'm asking you guys, do you release?
Even with Skyrim was literally half bug, half game. And I remember buying that with no internet. So I didn't have no updates playing Skyrim the first time I ever played Skyrim. So
that must be tough.
I'm going through it. I'm popping in, popping out. Trees are looking like Minecraft blocks.
Oh my God.
Overall, I can sit there and actually say, I'm like, okay, that's kind of fucking weird, but overall, I'm in the game. And I feel like that's what's really the difference. Like Cyberpunk, if I'm in the game and I'm running into something and I literally can't open a door or progress through my game because something's happening, then rather than I'm walking down the road to continue my story and a tree looks a little weird for a moment, then it pops back in, I would take that way over not being able to play my fucking game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's the game's good enough for you to like
Overlook.
Yeah,
overlook.
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. All right. I don't have an issue with the game. I'm just saying.
Right. No,
it was just a thought. It was just a thought.
No, I get you, because there's definitely something to be said about like people shipping games full of bugs, but at the same time, well, one, for Elden Ring, we know that people have been waiting for the longest while. It felt like Elden Ring was a myth. Like it wasn't. It was like the Loch Ness monster. And so I don't think it was a case where like, oh, we was really just rushing this out. Sometimes like in this day and age, you'll have a bug here and there. I don't think there's ever been a game that's just like completely
fluent.
Yeah, just completely smooth and just not have any issues. But if it's a case where the issues make the game, not even to say unplayable, but just like a hassle to get through, then I feel like, okay, you could deduct a mark or something like that. But I don't know if that's the case with Elden Ring. I don't think I've heard of any like glitch or bug that makes like progress fucking
fucks up the
impossible.
Progress. I don't think so either. I've heard,
and I know that there's been like bugs here and there, and like at least one person had like an issue with a save file. I think it may have been resolved by the time of this recording. But listen, if you're not falling through the floor, you're not like, it's not like an unplayable level because like bosses are just like, and then you have to remember the people that play Dark Souls games like are looking forward to challenges.
Exactly.
So they also, you could also probably say that they're probably, if there's like a little bug, it's just like, they're just like, I don't want to say immune to it, but just like a little more resilient than somebody who's just like a casual
sickos,
whatever. Overall, yeah, man, I think Elden Ring, I'm glad to see a game that everybody's enjoying, because I feel like for a while
we're not enjoying
that too.
Right. Well, I'm enjoying watching it. If they're not enjoying it, I'm enjoying watching it. Not enjoying it. Let's put it that way.
Right. So, it's been a while since we've like, what is the last? I can't even remember what the last game was that everybody was like unanimously like, because it's not like, it was just IGN or it's just like games
across the board.
It's universally like loved.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's always good to see. It's always good to,
All right. So here's a question for the community in our new Discord server. Yeah, baby.
Sir.
Have you guys played Elden Rings? What are your thoughts? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Is it a pain in the ass? Share your thoughts in the comments or in our Discord server, the Kashcroe Social Club. Yeah, baby. Let's jump over to what to play. Shaquan, what do we got?
Well, we spoke a lot about Elden Rings and, Souls-like games, and I've played a couple that I feel are like not exactly as hard as those, but they're also co-op. So there's Ashen, which is like, it has like the Absolver art style, but it's like a Souls-like in that realm. I think that was pretty cool. You can play that with one other player online, so that's really dope. And then you have, what was that called again? It was Remnant from the Ashes.
Oh, okay.
Which Darren hates, but me and Jumani had a really great time playing that. It's, imagine Dark Souls with guns. That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
Yep. It's really, really great game.
So someone recommended, I think it was Bobby from Playconomics. Shout out to the boys at Playconomics, by the way. They recommended Bloodborne, because I haven't really played a Souls-like game before.
That's the best one, bro.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, a lot of people say that's like one of, if not the best one.
It's not a lot of rage. It's not a lot to where you'll rage, but it's not easy to where you won't rage. So it's a perfect blend.
It's a delicate balance.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, honestly.
So I'll check it out. I'm adding it to the list of games to play.
Gotcha.
So we don't have a gameplay of the week, so we're just gonna switch it over to our quote of the week. And you know how we do it. It's with a video game twist. So check this one out.
What is better, to be born good or to overcome your evil nature through great effort? Parthenex, Skyrim.
All right, people. That's it for today's show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Shaquan and Darren, for jumping back in. Miss you guys. You know, like always, stay healthy, stay safe, and play on, player. Peace.
Yes, sir.